Hey guys, so I just finished not too long ago a video on my main channel, which funny enough was supposed to be on my vlog channel, but I switched it like a little bit through the video. Shortly after starting the intro, I just decided to switch it to my main channel. So I just finished uploading that, and so yeah, I actually kind of enjoy uploading my videos before, like right after I'm done recording them, because I feel like it actually works out so much better, because people can end up bugging me while I'm through the uploading process, or things can just pop up that usually have to do with people, not gonna lie, but even when it doesn't, it does get frustrating and difficult and challenging, especially because most of the time with the people that are around me, I have to keep my mouth shut about it, so I can't just, and not to mention, nobody really gives a shit, so I can't really be open and be like, oh yeah, I'm just uploading videos, like nobody cares and all of that. So that's fun. And I didn't plan for this video to end up being negative, but apparently it's gonna have just a smidge in it. Hopefully just a smidge. Hopefully it stays that way. But anyways, on my main channel, if you guys want to check it out, I just talked about letting go, receiving guidance, and also a bit about resistance and obsession with the things you're trying to manifest or the guidance that you're given, because that is a journey that I am on right now personally, and like I've literally obsessed over the guidance I've been given, and it's not wrong. It's not wrong guidance, and that's just it. When you start judging guidance with logic, all goes fucking wrong, because then you start to alter the guidance, and then you start to confuse the fuck out of yourself, and then you start to not realize what's even real anymore, or recognize what's even real anymore. And that's my issue right now. It's like, I know what the fuck the answers are, and now the beginning stages of the guidance that I've been receiving are starting to come back. Thankfully, that's really relieving, because it's like, given this guidance and that guidance and that guidance, and all of it puts together, some specific situation that I'm meant to experience in the future. I don't want to explain it because it's going to be a little awkward probably, but it does involve new people, and it does involve newer situations. And so I'm sure I'll make videos more about it in the future, but I also do like to talk about it in my videos so I don't just sound like I'm crazy in the future, like, oh, I seen this coming, because obviously it's so easy to say psychics are fake, because there are people that do not develop actual psychic gifts in their life. They just do it for the money and the bullshit, and that's it, and the attention. But when you actually, like, anyone is capable of being psychic, but it's the matter of enhancing your own psychic abilities. Now, you don't have to see what these abilities are right away. You just have to be open to experiencing psychic-like experiences, so much as you don't have to do anything you don't want to do, though. So, like, if you don't want to, like, see spirits or talk to spirits, you don't have to. That one just popped into my head for some reason. But, because, I can get that. Some people can be scared of those things. So, just that, like, you don't have to do any of the sort. And if you do have specific abilities that you do want, in fact, it would be better to train yourself in that specific area and not just jump right in and be open to all psychic experiences, because you might end up experiencing those scary-ish things that you don't want to experience, and that's understandable to not want to experience those things. But if you open up all of yourself to any psychic experience, it could happen. I feel like I have no proof of that, but I feel like from what I know, that could likely happen. So I wouldn't recommend doing that, just in case I'm right, And so, but I definitely do feel like if there is any specific psychic ability that you do really want to enhance into your life and to introduce to yourself in your daily life, I would strongly recommend being open to that specific gift, and make it specific to yourself and to the universe about that, because the energy is what you're going to be attracting, right? So you don't want to attract just all psychic energies, because if you do that, it's going to alter things probably a little bit. And again, like I said, I can't prove that, but I feel like it's going to attract things that maybe you don't want to experience. So I would label the specific experiences to yourself just to be like extra fucking certain, but anyone can be psychic. And so, but some of them do not choose to be actual psychics, and they just choose to bullshit their way through life and claim to be psychic. So I do like to kind of share these experiences as I experience them, so that if anyone does try to tell me I'm a fake psychic in the future, I can be like, well, really, because I talked about it in my videos, so don't know how I knew that before it happened. So, and you know, I've done some crazy ass, like I said, I've been doing some individual channeling without psychic tools, such as tarot cards and pendulums and shit, and I've blown my own mind because I've had an issue with self-trust in myself as well. Given self-trust, I've had a very huge issue with that, and I'm finally starting to overcome that. Same with the resistance and letting go of resistance. That's been really, really challenging for me. And part of that has to do with trusting yourself as well. You know, like I'd want a bunch of other psychics to come and clarify the same answer, and even after that, I'm still obsessed over it because, as I said on my main channel, once you start that obsession path, if you don't stop it, it's only going to get stronger and stronger and stronger, and it's going to drive you to fucking insanity. Like, I've drawn tarot cards for the same question, like, over 5 times a day. I don't even want to say 50, but probably 50. Like, a lot on the same day for the same situations that I asked every single day, and I would literally shuffle my fucking cards until it like felt like my hands were bleeding and it felt like my eyes were bleeding because I wasn't sleeping, you know, like it drives you fucking insane. So it's best to just take the guidance you're given and leave it at that. When you start trying to get logical about it, that is the intuition's killer, okay? It kills your intuition. Whatever you see, no matter how crazy it may sound, and hopefully it's a good thing, but no matter how fucking crazy it sounds, take it as it is, because it is meant for you, and there is no denying that. And no matter how much you try and escape that fate because you don't think it sounds logical enough for you, you're gonna keep getting the same answers, the same visions, and the same guidance. And that's what's been happening to me. And now I'm finally starting to let go of resistance because I've worked with myself hard enough to do so. And I do strongly recommend to not even get into this stage of things because it can get very fucking brutal, very fucking ugly. You can lose sleep. Oh, it just gets so bad, really, overall. So I don't recommend doing that. But if you do have doubts, you know, ask for help with that. Like, how can you lose doubts? And also, you know, I have also written down the signs that I have, and logically, it wouldn't make sense to not believe in those signs, right? Because they all have their own synchronicity together, and it works. It explains a whole fucking new story, a new path. It shares all these new things with you. So, you know, to not believe in them is a little insane. And to me, with all the signs I've gotten about these things, like I said, some which involve new people entering my life, like, I can't fucking deny it. I've seen names on repeats, numbers on repeat, faces on repeat. I can't say that I'm lying to myself and making it all up, because if I was making it all up, there would not be the signs to show it. So I can't say I'm just imagining it. And not to mention, my head was in a totally different place when these visions and these synchronicities started coming to me. So, you know, I was doing a meditation for these things to start getting more insights about my future. Like I said, I'm not going to fucking just open up about it, because sometimes that can even create resistance, because if someone else like obsesses over it for you because they know exactly what it is, then they can end up actually creating resistance for you. So I'm not even going to say it, because then there's no chance of anyone creating resistance for me. And I know I'd probably be out of good intentions, but it can ruin things, it can wreck things, but so it's not recommended. But also, if you protect yourself from psychic attacks, you're also quite good on that. But I don't recommend sharing it with everyone, especially someone who has lack of self-control, because it takes lack of self-control to make these things go out of whack and not play out how you want them to, or as fast as you'd like them to. And So, you know, that's why I did that main channel video, because it's really important to lose resistance, you know, because having that resistance prevents it from happening altogether, or it could just push you away temporarily. It really depends if you're willing to work on it. And I suggest working on it before it even gets to the point that I got to, for example, because it just gets more and more brutal. Like I said in my main channel too, it's really the only difference between manifesting short-term things and long-term things is that you know when something's going to happen or you don't know. But even with some of these things, it's like I've received specific dates, but I keep pushing it away because I keep being pushy, and which is creating resistance. So it keeps getting pushed aside because it's something that I need to work on. And it's a lesson you can't avoid, right? If there's lessons that you need to experience before having those experiences, you can't avoid them. There is no escaping them. You have to work on them. And sadly, that is the truth. And I don't like it either, but I'm glad that I'm going to be able to help people more in this area of things, like with resistance being one of the biggest issues, or self-trust, or even trusting guidance being given to you, because no matter how crazy it sounds, it's true. Right? And like I said, like all the proof that I've gotten for what is coming into my life soon, it's crazy to say that it's not true, right? So what the fuck was that? Okay, that was my dog. Cool. That was terrifying. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. That's fine. Nice. Those are like backwards sneezes apparently. I don't know. I don't even know what they are. But apparently it's not so much a sneeze. So yeah, but anyways, I think I'm just gonna end this video. Whoa, battery alert. Yeah, so like I said, I think I'm just gonna end this video because my phone is dying and it's wanting to shut down the video, and I just really have nothing else to say other than what I've been saying for like, well, I guess 12 minutes now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And I will also link my main channel in the description below this video.